Hello folks, this is Larry over at Bits and Bytes. Today we have an iPad 3. We are going to replace the digitizer. That's right, got a crack there. And so, looks like it's been worked on before, and they are missing part of the skin there, the trim that goes around it. The first thing you want to do is inspect the frame. Make sure there ain't no dent in there or warpage, which I do see a little dent here, and it looks good. Another thing you want to do, make sure that everything's working, make sure the home button's working, because sometimes people say, oh, it was working when I brought it in. Okay, well, it doesn't work. So make sure that the Wi-Fi is working. It doesn't look like it's the best Wi-Fi signal, but it does show that it's working. So anyway, we are going to replace this bad boy with a new digitizer. Now these are high-end, I shouldn't really say high-end, but these are really nice digitizers. Very well maintained. And so we are going to replace this digitizer. And actually I grab one. This is the ipad2. So let me go ahead and grab another. It's almost the same thing. I could use this one. All you need to do is take this off, and then but it's got the same connector. Everything's still the same. You got adhesive all the way around. Got the camera shield. Then you got the home button flex button on here. It all comes new when you get your digitizer replacement. So this is the only thing that we replace. Nothing else, nothing more. So we're just going to slide that over there. And I was looking at this earlier, and it looks like it's been used, like I said, torn apart. So anyway, Bits and Bytes, we're at 1403 West 12th Street. Our phone number is 605-339-4784. We do game console, screen repairs, computer virus removal, 20 plus years in the business. We're here Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4. So, let's get on to this. First thing you want to do when you're working on any digital equipment, power it down. Nothing like sending voltage to your fingers. It's not going to kill you, but, hey, there's been news report where people are talking on the phone in the tub while charging their phone, and next thing you know, they're electrocuted. Well, I should say electrocuted. But basically they executed themselves. They're stupid. Anyway, so first thing we're going to do is tear it down. And I have a heating pad that I put these on. And this heating pad, what it does, it heats up the whole deal. It makes it easier for me to peel this digitizer off. Now you can use a good old-fashioned heat gun. I do carry it. Let me see if I can get it. Yes, I got my heat gun right here. Stick them up. Anyway, heat gun, you can go around it and heat it up. What you want to do, you got to know where your flush cable is, number one. Because if your flush cable is over here, which it is, and you're trying to lift up on this to open it up, you ain't going to get very far, and you may cause damage underneath. So understand where your flush cable is. You do not chisel or do not insert your tool, and so make sure you know where those things are. Now before we get to that part, things that you need, I like to use the Dr. knife, the flat blade, and help me get in there a little bit better. You need a Phillips screwdriver. You need a smaller flat blade, straight blade scraper, and then we're going to use one of these plastic things to open up the digitizer connector. And then you're going to need a pair of scissors. And then most of all, I like to put down just a little bit of more tape in a couple other areas. So this is the basic tools that you're going to need. Nothing else, nothing more. If you got to use a hammer, you're in trouble. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and heat this up. And when I come back, this should be ready to peel off. So, stand by. I'll be right back. Okay, folks. Hey, got it all warmed up, heated up. So before you do any work, just want to let you know Bits and Bytes cannot be responsible for any of your do-it-yourself repair. Reason why, because we're not in front of you, so we can't tell you what to do. Sometimes we may omit things by accident, we don't mean to, but it's just for your safety and for our safety, for legal issue. We just want to let you know that Bits and Bytes cannot be responsible for any of your self-repair. So here we go. This is warm. This is about 87 to 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to slip my knife between the glass and the trim. And I want to save that trim. Let's see what we got here. There we go. And then once you get it in there, I take some business cards and I try to get it in there. Now, in this section here, you got the Wi-Fi cable. Over here, you have the switch section. Then you have a couple of little sections right here. So you really want to be careful when you dig in. Here, 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 and up in the corner, no biggie. So I got it in. Let's see if I can get this slid down here. I want to make sure I'm above the plastic trim. I'll show you what I mean. It's already been doctored up by somebody else. So here we go. You can see my card coming through. And like I said, this thing's pretty well warm. So, and you grab another one. I like to go under it. It's easier to continue on. There we go. Once it, when I get them pretty good and hot, so they come off pretty good. Right here, it's got the camera shield. There should be, nope, they didn't put the camera shield on. So, there we go. There's the broken spot. Here, we got to be careful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to slide it this way. The reason why, because the Wi-Fi cable, the Wi-Fi antenna is like this, basically. It's got an antenna that goes this way to the board. Well, if you go this way, you're going to lift up on it and you're going to rip it. So what you want to do is go this way and it holds it down. So you go from this way to prevent that Wi-Fi cable from lifting up. And you want to make sure, there it is. Yeah. A little warm. I think you might be able to lift it up now. Let's see here. Every time I put a little heat on the edge there. And you don't want to heat it up too much. You just want to heat it up enough so it's warm, that glue is moist and separated. So you heat it up too much, you'll damage the LCD screen, and we don't want to do that today. So see if we can lift it up. There we go. And it's coming. There we go. And it looks like someone already tore the Wi-Fi cable on it. And that's probably why it wasn't working 100%. Alrighty. And whenever you use your card, discard them, don't use them again. Plastic plain cards, they work the best. Okay, as I can see that it's been worked on, and you do a very good job cleaning. It's missing that corner piece here. This one had the plate over the switch, some don't. So this is a little bit better version. And then this is that Wi-Fi cable down here. As you can see, they damaged it. So next thing you do is there's 4 screws that hold the LCD in place. We're going to go ahead and remove them. I'm going to grab my magnet so I can throw my screws to them. these are really nice to have. They're neodyne magnets. Now let's go here. There's 4 screws. One here, 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 and here. So let's go ahead and take them out. And when I take them out, I take them right to my magnet. That way they don't disappear. Now some screws on some devices, they gotta be a certain way. Like the connectivity clip for the ipad2, you gotta put the screws in the same spot. So not necessarily the LCD, but the shield that holds the digitizer, the LCD, and the battery connector. Okay, yeah, look at this. Someone's been in here big time. Alright, let's go ahead and next thing you want to do, the LCD right here, it's going to open up this way. So what we're going to do, we're going to slip in here, and we're going to see if we can fix that Wi-Fi connector. Slip it in there, lift it up, and there we go. Now, there is a couple connector. Right here you got the LCD, and then you got the digitizer. Digitizer's got 2 connectors, one for the top half, one for the bottom half. So what we're going to do is disconnect the digitizer for the top. Now it's really important that you don't break these things off. So what we're going to do is lift, 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 and it should come loose. And you know, I don't like using plastic, so, but some people do. So what I'm going to do, I don't recommend you doing this. I do it because I've been doing it for so long. I just got to find my screwdrivers here. Okay, here we go. This is called my throne of screws here. I like the flat black right here. What I do, I usually take a really small one and I slip it in here and I lift it up. For some odd reason, this baby is not wanting to come out. Why? Or come up. There we go. That's just about there. There we go. So you really got to be careful. You see how small that is. You put too much force on it, you will break it, and then it's going to cost you money to fix these. So once I get that loose, this is the LCD. You want to reach down here and pull straight out. There you go. Then put your LCD in a safe spot. What I usually do, keep stuff from getting on it, I put it in a little baggie here. So no scratches, no nothing. There we go. In the bag, off to the side, out of your work spot. Okay. Now we got that off. Next we're going to focus on the digitizer connector. As you can see, the digitizer connector goes down here and go to these 2 here. So again, I'm going to use my plastic one this time. Reach down in there. Yeah, I can't feel plastic very well. That's why I like this, and I can feel how much pressure I'm putting on it. There's one. There's 2. Alright. Again, if you break these, and you can see someone's been in here, there's tape all over it. So we're going to clean this all up for this customer. So once you get that off, yeah, remove all their tape that they put on there. I don't know why, but they did. They come with it, so I don't know why they can't just, you know, do the job right. And this is supposed to go over here to protect it, you know, to keep those clips down. So let's see here. We're gonna lift that up. It's already. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab the digitizer connector and pull outward. And there's the digitizer. I like to keep these because some of the aftermarket, I've been seeing them. I like to reuse these. These got the bigger connector. I'll show you one that that's no good. Let's see here. Here's one. You can see the difference in size. This is really small. This is bigger. So I like to use the bigger one. So I'm gonna keep that, but I'm gonna set this off to the side. Now we got the digitizer here, the iPad itself. I'll give you a little run through here. This is the lithium battery. And get rid of all this tape. This drives me nuts. This is the lithium battery. Over here you got the camera. You got the headphone jack right here, cable. And plugged into the logic board, which is right here. Now, next thing you need to do, you don't have to. On the iPad mini, it's really best. You really should disconnect the power, and the iPad 4, you disconnect the power. On the iPad 3s and down, you really don't need to. But usually, what you can take that screw out, slide a piece of plastic underneath there, and break the contact. But we're not gonna need to do that. So let's take a run through our frame here, and we're gonna clean some of this up. Let's get some of this gooey stuff out of here, and see what we can do here. Looks like there's tape or something here. So we're gonna clean this up nice and good. You know what they did? This is the unbelievable. This is a they never bothered to remove the sticky on that side, but I can't. It's not sticky on this side. They forgot. They didn't take the what do you call it? The skin off the adhesive. Stupid, lazy. So let's go on down here. We're gonna remove this. Now the new digitizer comes with new adhesive, so that's why I'm not worried. And we're gonna clean this stuff up. This is where the little flat X-Acto knife blade comes in play. It's easier. Be careful of the little electronic piece there. So we're just gonna work around it. There we go. When we get done, we're going to take 97% alcohol and we're going to clean it on the frame, and this will help keep the adhesive sticking really good. You know, the old saying, if you get a dirty surface, nothing is going to stick to it. So we're going to clean this all up for this customer. There we go, working through it here. There we go. You want to be careful. Clean that off. Sometimes the glue, the alcohol will get most of that off. So yeah, again, folks, you know, if you're not feeling comfortable doing it, you can ship it to Bits and Bytes at 1403 West 12th Street, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 57104, or you can bring it on into our store. We'd be glad to meet you and get you taken care of. And what we'll do, we'll actually record your repair on YouTube so you can see how good of a job we do. So you can see, and you can say, hey, did he do this right? Yep, cool, you know, kudos. So we do all of our repairs on camera so people can see what we're doing, and they can see that, hey, yeah, that was like that before you got to it, so, or whatnot. It gives us and gives the customer a peace of mind that we're not hiding anything behind you. So, just about got this all cleaned up here. Bits and Bytes been in business for over 20 years now, and I enjoy doing this. I enjoy competing with myself. What I mean by competing, I like to see what else I can do. I just been naturally good at it, and so hey, let me see if I can find a camera. There's supposed to be a camera shield on this, and here it is. The camera shield is supposed to be right up here, and it's missing it. And so let me see if I have a spare one. Yeah, look at my, here we go. This is a camera shield. It's supposed to go right here. Sticky there. We'll get down there. It goes right there. And here's the new one, which has it on there. I don't know why they took it off. There's the new one right there. So like I said, you get a new shield, new home button, get the whole new works. So we don't need it. Set that to the side. Alrighty. Then the next thing you want to do, we're going to take some rubbing alcohol and Q-tip, and we're going to clean the edges off. Alrighty. I got my 97% rubbing alcohol, and what I'm going to do, inject it on there. Not going to kill the battery. And clean it up. When you clean it up really good, it's really important you do this. Because if you don't, adhesive, it's like, I got a cat. Well, I used to. And you know how if you get hair on your clothes and stuff, tape don't stick to it? Well, same thing. So you use that de-taper or de-hair roller, and it helps get the hair off of it. So that's why you want to clean this down, so when you put the new adhesive, it's got a good surface. And not only that, it also helps you find any glass or knick-knack that don't need to be there, so I just put a little bit on here. Alright. I'm gonna focus and come back to this Wi-Fi, see if I can fix it up. If not, I'm gonna have to inform the customer that the Wi-Fi is damaged and would have to be replaced. Now, it did have some power to it. Sometimes they said, I'm fine with it. You can see all the dirt that's coming off of that. So that's why we want to clean it up and get all that dirt off of there. We'll continue on cleaning. Get it nice and clean. A lot of people don't do this, but I find that my work sticks a lot better. And I get all that dirt. Alrighty. Thank you for calling Bits and Bytes. How can we help you today? Alrighty. Yeah, continue on here. Clean this up. Making it look really good. Just about done. The reason why I use the higher percentage alcohol, 97%, it doesn't leave any residue. Use a lower, like 70%, it's not going to cut it. You're going to have problems. Now, I do have 99% alcohol, but I use that very sparingly because, you know, it's not cheap. So, we're coming around the next corner, and this gives you an opportunity to look at your corners as you're cleaning up your deal. Make sure that they're nice and round. I usually go through about 12, 13 Q-tips here. I'm just about done here. You want to make sure this is nice and clean. Everything. Just about there. Alrighty. Now I see that the corner piece is missing. I see why, because part of the corner is missing itself. So they cut it out, which I think is kind of a stupid deal, but they did. But alrighty. Alright. Like I said, this gives you an opportunity to see if there's any glass or anything else, any foreign matters on there. It looks pretty good. Alrighty. We're done with the rubbing alcohol. Put that over there. So now we need to turn our focus to this Wi-Fi connector. I'll show you here. See, this is why you want to go this way instead of this way. Somebody must have went this way and ripped it. If you go this way, you can't rip the Wi-Fi. If you go this way, what happens? It picks it up. So let's see if we can see what's going on here. There's a total of 2 tiny little screws here. Sometimes you can get it back in there, and those screws get like little gold contacts on them, and that helps make the whole frame as an antenna. So let's see what we can do here for this guy here. We're going to remove these 2 screws really quick. There we go. Thank you for calling Bits and Bytes and Pizza Scrapper. How can we help you today? Okay, so I went ahead and removed the 2 screws. I'm going to show you how small these screws are. Do you see it on there? You see that screw on there? I bet you can't. It's pretty small. So that's why, you know, if you're not familiar with doing these things, you know, it's best to have somebody do it. That's smaller than a pencil lead. So anyway, what I did, I scraped back part of the shield covering, and I put the Wi-Fi antenna back down. I'm going to put these screws back in place, and hopefully that there's enough metal there, gold contact, so it would make a good connection for the Wi-Fi again. Now, I contacted the customer and they said, well, it was working fine, I just, and that. Like always, like, well, yeah, but when we lift up on it, sometimes they can break, or whoever did it, there was adhesive on there, so there you go. Now it's sitting in there a lot better. So I told him I'll fix it up as best as I can. Alrighty. So now we're off to the digitizer. But before we do that, I'm going to put a little extra adhesive down. I always put extra. It doesn't hurt to put extra. It gives that extra bond, basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll. I got some really good sticky stuff. I'm going to roll around the edge. Customer said, fix it as cheap as you can, so, but I'll fix it as cheap as I can, but I'm still going to do a little bit of good quality work. Ready? I'm going to slide that, and this also allows you to feel if there's any bumps on the road. If there is, you need to remove it. Now, you don't want to put any adhesive in this area because this is where there's thumb button. So what I do, I just go from one side to the other side. And you don't want to put any adhesive on the Wi-Fi. That's probably what happened. Who knows? I didn't feel any adhesive, but alrighty, you got that. And I'll put another piece over here. And when I do this, what happens is the adhesive from the digitizer and the new adhesive here, it's got clean surface to stick to. And just go all the way from corner to corner. And when you put adhesive on here, you want to make sure you put it on the plastic because that's where it's going to stick to. So that's where the digitizer is going to stick to too. So, if you folks have any questions or anything that you need to be asked, you can email us at bmbsfsd@gmail.com, or you can visit our website and you can go to our ask a question or get a quote at bmbsfsd.net. And I got a little bit too high here, so I'm going to find my little knife here. Here we go. Feel that down in there. There we go. Alrighty. Turn it back up like this. So that includes the adhesive. So I got adhesive all the way around. And there's adhesive on the digitizer, but I do it like this for a reason. One, it holds these plastic things in place. Because these plastic things, sometimes when you lift up, you know, the glass, they want to come out with it. So what this does, it holds it in place. So when you put the new glass down there, you're not fighting to get it in there. Excuse me. So, there's that. Now, the next step is the new digitizer. This is the digitizer. And as you can see, they come with the adhesive, the masking tape on it. That's factory. They do that so that way when they ship it, this cable don't flap all over the place, you know. They can get damaged. So, what I do, I'm going to take this off here. I'm going to pull the tape off. There you go. Okay. I'm going to turn it this way, make it easier. The digitizer's got two lines on the connector. You see these white lines? Let's see if I can bring it up. See those white lines? That's how far you got to push those in. Now you're going to say, geez, those things are pretty skinny. Well, they're pretty thick though. But you can cause harm to them if you're not careful. So, I'm going to line it up like that. So what you want to do is lay it down and work it in there. If it doesn't like to go in there, that's probably because you got like a bent corner or something. So once you got it in there, you can give it a little push, lay it down, looks good. Make sure you lower your connector down. You use your finger and you can push down and you'll feel it. So don't use a tool or anything. I use the finger because the finger covers more surface area. If you use a tool, you're only going to cover so much. So use your finger. Unless you got really small fingers, then use the tool. Okay. So now you can say, well, how do I get this down in there? Well, very carefully. Got a little clip there. There you go. And you want to be careful from here on out with this digitizer. I've had to replace it after doing them before. So what I do, you want to slide that down and then use the adhesive down here. I push down really hard and it looks like it's still there. Alrighty. Let's grab our LCD screen. Our LCD screen's nice and protected in the bubble. You can grab the corners, you won't have any problem. Just don't touch the screen itself. Normally I have latex rubber gloves and I ran out, so I'm playing very carefully. So again, same thing with the digitizer, the LCD, I'm sorry. You got to do a little bit more flexing. So what I do, I hold it like this. I set it on top of here. And I come in straight like this. And again, it's got a white line on it. Once you got in there, push down. It looks like it's nice and you don't see the white line, you don't see the white line. So, before we close it up and all that good stuff, I'm just going to lay it in there and take it for a test drive. Always test it before you close it up, because maybe something's not sitting right. There's the Apple logo. I'm going to turn off the light here so you can see. That's a good sign. We got a good connector with the Apple, the LCD. So, also, we do game console repair, we do controller repairs, we fix drives on Xbox One, 360, Xbox One S. We do HDMI port repair. We do quite a bit. We also fix tablets, iPads, cell phone. We also sell them too. Alright, looks like we got a digitizer. The LCD's up. Digitizer seems to be working. And what I usually do is start at the top and put my finger down and move it back and forth. This gives me an idea if I have any problem with the digitizer connector. So I can go all the way so far. This is the halfway mark. And this is all the way. So we know we got a good digitizer connector. It's in there. It's not missing anything. So this is the best way to do it. Find any dead spot. Alrighty. Exit. Okay. So we're good. The home button, I'm not too worried about it, but we can try it here. Gotta be sitting just right. There you go. Home button works, but we're gonna work on that in a bit here. Alright, looks like that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and shut it off. We're gonna open it back up. And what I'm gonna do is lean my digitizer up against my wall tools here. Because there's one thing we're going to need to do. Put tape on those connectors. Ready. Yeah. Okay. Now remember I told you I was going to change out that connector for the digitizer for the home button. This is what it looks like. This is his old one, so I don't like using the other one because the connector is too small. So we're going to use this one. I put it in there just to test it. Alright, let's get these protective covering on there. We know that the digitizer works and the LCD works, so we're going to go ahead and put the adhesive back on the digitizer connector so they don't come loose. Ready? And I lay this down over it. And there's not one there. I don't see if they left it or not. Doesn't look like it. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our own on there. There we go. And this helps keep it from moving too. It's down. Alright, now we're going to go ahead. Make sure your digitizer cable is laying flat in there. So when you lay your LCD down, it should hold it in place. Let me turn on the light so you can see. And we're going to go ahead and lower this down. You see the digitizer connector? That's the way you want it. We're going to push all four corners down. That's good. We're going to go ahead and put our screws back in. One more. These screws are so small that it's hard for your finger to feel them. Yeah. Okay, we're done with our screwdriver. Put that one away. Alrighty. I'm gonna grab my blow off. See, just a little bit of particle right there. Alright, now that we got that on, what we're going to do is called trial and error. We are going to, we want to make sure that the connector folds down properly. And what I'm also going to do is put my home button in here. Now you're saying, why in there? Well, because when you put it in here, it actually allows us to align the home button onto the digitizer. Now, for some odd reason, this thing is fucking. There's two little contacts here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's one here and one here. And they're supposed to touch these two. And then you're saying, well, what are those for? Well, in between here and here, this little screw down plate, this button is like a doorbell button. So when you push down on this, it makes contact to that. It sends a signal. It's like makes a complete circuit. But for some reason, I think it's doing pretty good now. There we are. Yeah. So, feels good. What I'm going to do is, because I took it off the other one, I am going to put some new adhesive on it. So, when I put it on the, when it gets stuck to the digitizer, it'll be nice and good. I've already cleaned this off with alcohol and all that, so just making sure I got it good and looks like it. Alrighty. So I'm going to throw some adhesive on it. And usually what I do, I go this way with it. Just a little bit past. So what I do, I use it to stick it to the frame then. And then what I do, I pick it up like this, I lay it down in there. Yeah, it kind of helps hold it in place. Okay. Alrighty, next thing we're going to do is we're going to start removing the adhesive. So, I need my trusty Danny blade here. I'm going to start with the frame here. Well, before we do that, I forgot, I want to make sure that this sits down really nice in here. So, I'm going to make sure it bends really nice and it feels really good. You always want to push your corners in first Makes it easier to work with in the long run. And it feels like it's gonna lay down there really nice. I can feel the clicker. So, there you go. That looks good. One way to tell if I got it lined up, we can go ahead and boot it back up again. I'm just gonna make sure that it's lined up. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you can, again, don't hesitate. You can give us a call at 605-339-4784, or you can email us at bmbsfsd@gmail.com. That's bits and bytes, Sioux Falls, South Dakota @gmail.com. The cost for an iPad repair for this model is $97.50. That's parts and labor. You get a 30-day warranty on the Digitizer, and you get a 30-day warranty on the labor. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure everything's working, and hit the home button. Yep, looks good. Now you don't have to turn it off, but I'm just going to put in sleep state so I don't have to reboot it all the time. So it looks good. It's sitting in there really nice. So let's go ahead and open that back up. We're getting close to completing. We're going to go ahead and remove all the tape now. And make sure you throw the tape in the garbage, because sometimes they like the static electricity. They'll cling to something, and you go close it down, and you go, oh my goodness, it's on the inside of my digitizer. Yep, guess what? Got it all adhesive down. You gotta take it all off. Yep, that can be a pain. So as you can see, I'm just removing all the tape. Protected. And trust me, I've done it before. The clear ones are the worst. You can't see them, you know, once you take them off, you can't see it until it's too late. So what I'm going to do is lay this way for a second. I'm going to grab this. Ready? Okay, I'm going to stand it back up. Alrighty. Now we're going to work on the digitizer here. The digitizers have 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to start with this one up here. Home button decided to come with it, so I'll move that back down here as soon as I get this taken off. I hate when that happens. But no biggie. We got it under control. Stick it back down in there. And over the other piece is, here it is. Gotta get that other adhesive off of this. There we go. Yeah, I jumped the gun on removing this adhesive. I should have left that on last, but I didn't. Sometimes, you know. No. Okay, homeward bound. Now you can touch the inside of the digitizer for the time being, but once you, there's a protective skin on it. Once you take it off, best not to touch it because you will leave fingerprints, unless you're wearing rubber gloves. If you're wearing rubber gloves, no biggie. But because I am not wearing any, because I ran out, I had to succumb to being very careful. I don't mind being very careful. I like being careful. There we go. Final inspection. Make sure there's nothing on there, like right here. I'm gonna blow it once more. That's good. Now, sometimes the manufacturers that put these skins on there, they don't pay attention. They put the adhesive on top of the little tab here. So what I do, I just come through here with a scissor, but be very careful. I cut it. There you go. Okay. Now I take my blade. Now it's no touch. And you lift this off. There you go. Now this is point of no return. You got it all clean, looks good. You don't want to touch the digitizer. Everything looks good there. Remember what I said before, you start in the corner, and then you start on this corner, and then you lay that down. Now before we push it all the way down, we want to make sure we got it all down in there. And it looks like we did. See, that's why we use that adhesive, hold that plasticine in place. It makes life so much easier. Alright. And look, make sure that the glass isn't sticking out of the frame. It looks good. Looks good all the way around. Well, there we go, folks. Look at that. Home button work. Look at that. See, that's why I always, you know, sometimes if you get one of those connectors, those contacts, the wrong one, keep the other one. Put tape on either side, leave the shield on there until you test everything, until you get all the adhesive off, and customers can be very happy. So, looks very good, doesn't it? Alrighty. Well, folks, that's your iPad repair. If you have any questions, give us a call back or stop on in. Phone number 605-339-4784, or stop on in at 1403 West 12th Street, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or visit us at Facebook at look for Bits and Bytes and look for the guy pulling his hair out. That's me sometimes. Until then, folks, you have a safe year, and hope your project goes well, and hope you see everything that you need to do your project. You have a good day now. Thank you.